Hey guys, so patch 1.1 is right around the corner, and for those of you who are just hopping to Genshin for the first time, or just taking your time progressing through the game, there are a few things you want to make sure you get out of the way and finished up that we're going to discuss today, so that when patch 1.1 comes with all the new characters and content and action, you guys are ready and prepared to hop right in. So, without further ado, I'm Nocturnal, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so as some of you may know, and for those of you who are new to the game, patch 1.1 comes out on November 11th, so that gives us about a month's time, and a lot of the content I'm going to be talking about in this video are going to be related to about Adventure Rank 20, 20, and 30, and more of the Genshin official release, event rewards, and content. So these are things that are going to be easily achievable within that time. Like I said, this is not going to be tied to late game gameplay grind, with regards to like talent and ascension and stuff like that. So if you're just hopping into the game for the first time and kind of learning your way around the world, you're gonna have plenty of time to digest it and not feel rushed or anything like that. So like I said, for those of you who don't know what the adventure rank is, it's kind of like the XP system in the game. And this is, on this account, this is my adventure rank here, but it's, like I said, you do events, you do dungeons, you do quests, all these things are tied to the XP here. And yeah, there are certain rewards that you get and certain like events and gameplay things that you unlock as you progress your adventure ranks. So we're going to be talking about some of those today, and especially those at the more preliminary levels up to level 20 or so. And for the first one, we're going to be talking about a couple of characters that you can unlock and the characters that you're going to want to unlock before November 11th, which is first and foremost, Barbara. Now, Barbara is one of the best healers in the game, and being that she is given to you just freely in mail at level 20 is something that you're going to want to definitely aim for, because having a healer, a good one, especially on your squad, is going to make your life a whole ton easier, especially if you're just eating food right now to level up, not level up, to heal up and stuff like that. So yeah, they kind of give you Barbara for free, and this, if you kind of just look in the event section, is an event that started with its official release and is going to end with the start of Genshin version 1.1. So like I said, you're going to have about a month until that time, so take your time. But if you're struggling early and you're lacking a good healer as far as like rolling goes early on, then definitely try to push for level 20 and you'll be in good hands. Barbara's hands. Healing hands. Anyways, so at level 20, you also unlock the Spiral Abyss, which is tied to the second free character that you get at level 20. Now, to talk a little bit about Spiral Abyss, it's kind of like this weekly resetting, not endless, but very extensive dungeon. And it comes in floors with 3 chambers each. And each of these chambers, when you defeat them, will give you rewards, such as more enhancement materials and artifacts as well, and stuff like that. And if you clear floor 3 through chamber 3, you are also given another character in Xiangling. And Xiangling is a strong pyro melee DPS, and she can be used as a support or as a main DPS if you're interested in her like spear kit. With that being said, for those of you who don't have like say Diluc or another very strong pyro character, she's actually a really good one, as a really good alternative, and she's free at level 20 after completing the Spiral Abyss. So yeah, so keep an eye out for her. Get to level 20. Spiral Abyss floor 3 is going to include level 45 mobs, so they're not going to be the easiest to clear once you hit level 20 unless you're pretty experienced with the game or pretty comfortable with your squad. That being said, it's not impossible. Like I said, I cleared it at level 20, and this has more to do with how familiar you are with like the character progression system, ascending. You want to ascend a couple of your characters, at least your main, to level 40, so that he or she can do enough damage to clear it in time. But yeah, aside from that, these 2 characters obviously are very strong, but if you end up rolling them early on, just so you don't get discouraged and are like, dang, okay, what am I going to do with the extra character? Right now, the Consolation System, which is another progression system in the game, and briefly going over this, if you roll a duplicate character, you get a special bonus on that character. So say you roll Barbara once, you get extra energy regen and all these different talents up to seven rerolls, which doesn't happen often, but if you're, I guess, that unlucky or lucky, you do get a very, very strong perk in that, so you'll have a very strong barber at that point. So yeah, so for those two characters, you get them for free, or they're consolation perks if you already have them. And besides that, at level 20, the last thing I want to talk about is the battle pass system. Now, the battle pass system is something that's also unlocked at level 20. These are things that, if you're familiar with how battle passes work, it's kind of like another progression. Here you get daily missions, weekly missions, and battle pass period missions, which give you XP that basically improve your battle pass. Now, this battle pass is given to you, so if you just have the base game and you didn't pay for anything, you do get Primogems. I'm sorry, not Primogems. Enhanced materials, more XP materials, and the occasional fate. And that obviously unlocks level 20 and gives you another way to progress in the game. Some more milestones and missions that you can do. And obviously those 4-star weapons, which are not impossible to get in the game, but the ones in the battle pass are unique to the battle pass. So if you're interested in those weapons, or if you're just struggling to find and create 4-star weapons, that's a good way to get them at level 20, AR 20, as they like to say. Alrighty, so another smaller milestone that you're gonna get on the way to Adventure Rank 20, pretty much in the first day if you're playing at least a decent amount, is Adventure Rank 7 and all the gems and stuff that you get from there. Now, obviously, getting out the huge chunk of gems, I'll show you right here, is important not only for rolling, but if you're planning on re-rolling, this is an essential milestone for you, especially for those free-to-play players or players who don't want to invest a whole ton of money on early on especially. Now, re-rolling is going to be important. If you look here, you get around 30 to 40 rolls at level 7 if you include the 10 fates here and the 1600 flat that you get for the launch appreciation event. And if you're planning on trying to farm out like a strong 5-star character, whether it's, you know, Diluc, Venti, or something like that, getting to level 7 and rinse and repeating until you get those characters is pretty much the process and how it goes. And I bring this up now because the launch event gems that you're going to get are, like I said, part of the launch event and will more than likely, you know, either be switched up or changed with the release of 1.1. So you want to do that now within the next month or so, and kind of get your ideal team together if you're planning on rerolling as well. But yeah, so if you guys are curious about the rerolling process, how tedious it actually is or what it entails, we're going to be making a video on that. So if you guys are curious to see what it's like or what it takes to reroll, or just want to see me suffer through the process, we're going to be coming out with a video on rerolling in about in the next week or so. So keep an eye out for that. And if you have any more questions about rerolling or other questions about the game, don't forget to comment those down below, because this is going to be the first part of a Genshin series on this channel. So we're going to be coming out with a lot of Genshin content in the upcoming weeks. So keep an eye out for that. Now, besides that, like I said, I was going to mention the original resin, and this is kind of tied to progression in the game as well, especially later on. Around level 20, it starts getting more and more difficult to level up. So as far as utilizing your original resin, it's going to be important to do so. You can take part in events that pop up early on. I believe the Leyline Outcrops come up at a level 8. And yeah, just using 20 original resin gives you 100 XP. And if you do the max you can in a day, which is going to be like maybe almost 200, if you consider, you know, the replenishing, how they replenish, then yeah, you'll get about, yeah, another extra 1000 XP, which is solid and basically a level if you're under level 20. That being said, like I said, they're here, but another way to progress, and some of the smaller milestones that you get on the way to level 20 are at level 12, which is at level 12, where you get your daily missions. So make sure you do those. They're really simple. All you gotta do is just basically hop to the objectives here. They'll be on your map, these purple things. And it's almost as simple as just clearing maybe a camp or two. And they're, you know, both right next to each other. And you get 200 XP for each one. And at the end, if you complete all 4, you get an extra 500 XP bonus. So this is another free level if you're working your way to level 20 and beyond. Something that you're gonna want to constantly do if you want to progress in the most efficient way and easy way, because this is probably the easiest XP you're gonna get. Some of the quests are longer, a lot of talking, but this one's really just short and sweet, and you kind of go back to the Adventurers Guild and redeem this 500 after you finish all the 4. So just don't forget to do those daily commissions as well, which unlock at level 12. And last but not least, at level 16 you unlock co-op, And co-op is another fun way to, kind of enjoy and expand on the gameplay. You get to play with a friend and kind of do all these like objectives, missions, stuff like that. And at level 20, there's a special co-op event that just came out today, and yesterday. And that co-op event is the Elemental Crucible, which is another way to get more late game items, but Primogems as well. Let me double check the. Here we go. So yeah, you obviously get Primogems for roles, characters, essential materials, and all the other things that you'll get from other world events in the game, but this one is exclusive to co-op gameplay. So it unlocks at level 20, co-op unlocks at level 16, but granted that you're working your way towards 20 and get patch 16, you're going to be able to participate and continue to progress more and have more fun with the game. Alrighty guys, so as always, thanks again for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video and learned anything new today, don't forget to like and subscribe. As I mentioned earlier, this video is going to be part of a Genshin series on this channel. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the game and more about the other games I cover, don't forget to stay tuned for that. And as always, we do stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch, so if you guys are interested in seeing the games I cover in person and have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to hop in and just hang out and enjoy the chill vibes. Besides that, we will see you guys next time. Catch you later.